Hello and welcome back to Matt Plays the Blackwell Legacy. When we last left off, we were inside Rosangela's mind as she discovered inside's a big empty space with a gateway to the afterlife, nothingness, who knows. And we're here with our ghost friend Joey, who's been hanging around our family since the 60s, though he looks like a 30s mobster guy. And we're about to ask some questions.
What about that ghost in the park? The one from last night. Why didn't we bring her here?
First of all, I didn't think you were ready. And secondly, that ghost was too lost and confused. When a ghost is like that, I can't just force the tie into their hands. It won't work, don't ask me why. They have to know they're dead first. Your aunt called it, being spiritually ready.
What about you? Can you go through that hole and move on?
I wish, darling. But I can't. I've tried before, but it just spits me back out. I'm stuck here, whether I like it or not.
You're wearing your tie again. How did that happen?
Not sure. Near as your aunt and me figured, the tie is just an extension of whatever power brought us here. It's not a real physical tie. No more than I am a real physical person.
But that makes no sense.
Look, just accept it, dollface. Forget logic. For you, logic went out the window the day I appeared in your bedroom. There ain't no instruction manual for this. Your aunt and me just figured it out as we went along.
Are you okay, Joey?
Me? I'm dandy.
You don't look all right.
It's just this place. I don't like it. Probably because I don't belong. Maybe someday, but not now.
I think I've learned enough.
Also, it's a big, giant,
sure?
creepy vortex.
All right. Let's get out of here.
I don't like this place.
Welcome back.
Ugh.
Take it easy. It's a little disorientating.
I'm fine. So what now? Go back to the park and bring her to that place?
You got it.
And how do we do that?
There are 3 steps. First, we have to find out more about her. Second, we use that information to get through to her, convince her that she's dead. And 3, help her move on.
Okay.
How do we find out more about her? She could be anybody.
Not necessarily. That picture you got, the one of the 3 girls? That blonde girl is either the ghost in the park or her twin sister.
Yeah,
You sure?
She's a dead ringer. No pun intended.
rude.
The blonde girl is dead.
Looks like it.
And this other girl, Joanne, she's dead too.
Yep.
What's going on?
That, my dear, is our bread and butter.
What else can we do to learn more about the ghost in the park?
The photo, dear, it's the biggest clue we have.
What else can we do to learn more about the ghost in the park?
The photo, dear, it's the biggest clue we have.
Okay.
How do we convince ghosts that they're actually dead?
That's the tricky part. Near as I can figure, we need to remind the ghosts who they are. Their death was too traumatic, or too violent, or too emotional that their little spirit minds snapped. So we need to do whatever we can to bring them back to themselves.
And how do we do that?
Usually by finding something that has a personal significance to them. Could be an object, a piece of information, or even another person.
So we need to know more about the ghost in the park.
You're a writer, yeah? Think of this as the ultimate character study.
How do we help a ghost move on?
With my magic tie, dear. I give one end to the spook, the other end to you. You pull the ghost in, and you send them on their way.
You don't come in with me?
No, sorry. That's your job.
Okay.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Griff is fine where he is. Joey, come here a sec.
Yes?
Let's ask him about family stuff.
What was Auntie Lauren like?
What do you want to know about her for?
I just do. Can't you tell me anything?
Hey, we've got lots to do. Ask me later.
What was my grandmother like?
Her? We have to talk about her?
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. Forget it. Ask me later.
Can't you stay still?
Huh?
The way you float all over the room like that, you're making me dizzy.
You sound like my mother. You're just gonna have to get used to it, babe.
Can you ever leave?
Leave? What do you mean, leave?
Leave. Get out of my apartment. Go somewhere else.
What, don't you like me?
Well, it's not that. It's just, well, what about privacy?
I'll turn my back when you're in the shower, don't worry.
And what about personal space?
I'm a ghost. It's not like I take up any space.
You know what I mean.
Sorry, darling, no can do. I told you I can't travel far from my hosts. I can go maybe 30 feet before something stops me.
That must be annoying.
It's not so bad now. After 25 years watching your aunt drool, this is like staying at the Ritz.
Rude.
How did you die?
Excuse me? How did I die?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a personal question, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes!
Sorry. So what can you actually do?
Do?
As a ghost? Any powers or anything like that?
What you see is what you get, dear. I can float through walls as long as I'm still near you.
But you can't touch anything.
Not really.
Not really?
Well, you remember that breeze you felt when I manifested myself last night?
Yeah.
That's the extent of my physical presence.
So he can sass and wind. That's great.
Neat trick, huh?
Not really.
Everyone's a critic.
You're sure that the ghost you saw is the girl in this picture?
Positive.
That's a very strong coincidence.
When it comes to your family, kid, there are no coincidences. It's like trouble goes out of its way to find you.
How reassuring.
Just calling them as I see them.
Alright, so we need to
I think
go
I've heard
find out
enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
about these girls. Let's look at these photographs first, because I bet we'll see Joey in them.
Joey
Yep.
crashes yet another photograph. He doesn't look happy. I don't want to ruin the picture. Joey crashes yet another photograph. He doesn't look happy.
And then is he in this Christmas photo as well?
Joey crashes yet another photograph.
Yep. Okay. All that's taken care of. Let's go to the college again?
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe we can ask Kelly about those other two girls.
Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Bad mood.
Do you recognize the girls in this photo?
Well, that's Joanne. They're on the left.
And the other two?
I definitely recognize them. They were friends of Joanne. They were up here all the time, but I never spoke to them.
Okay.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Here's another thing. Yeah, she looks like the ghost. It's us, Kelly.
Yeah, open.
After you.
Yeah.
Let's take a look over here.
The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means. I recognize her. That's Joanne. That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that.
Can we take
That's
these?
her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that. I'm not lugging that thing around. Can I?
No. Joanna and I might not have been buddies, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some stranger pop through her stuff.
Rude. Look at this ridiculous place. There's a Shiva poster.
She's covered her wall with rock posters. Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Could you tell me about the other two girls in the photo?
Oh, them.
You know them.
Only through Joanne.
Do you know their names?
Blonde girl is Allie, I think. And the Asian girl, she's Susan. Tried to avoid them when they were here.
Really? Why?
Look, I need my space. Joanne needed her friends around her. So whenever Joanne turned this place into social central, I had to split. They didn't care for me, and I didn't much care for them.
Okay.
Do you know anyone named Davenport?
No, but it's a stupid name.
It's written right over here on Joanne's bulletin board.
You think I care what she does? I mean, what she did? I mean, I don't know anyone with that name. Sorry.
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know enough, which isn't much. She was over here all the time visiting Joanne. She was kinda sweet, I guess. Laughed all the time. Ugh, that was annoying. That was usually my cue to get out of here. What do you want to know about her?
I'm having difficulty finding her. Would you know where she is?
I don't know, she could be anywhere. Studying, partying.
Pushing up daisies.
Shh. Huh?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Not much. Quiet, I guess. Maybe she just didn't talk around me. I never stuck around long enough to get to know her.
Okay.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I really want to search the room.
Can I take a look around?
What for?
Just to see if I can find anything else about Joanne.
What, you're a detective now?
Well,
Forget it.
thanks again, Kelly.
Whatever. Joe. Shh.
You want to start a riot? Keep your yap shut until we're alone.
Okay, I can't look at that.
Can I use your phone?
You what?
It'll only take a second.
Fine, fine. Just hurry up.
What?
Who do you think you're calling?
Hello, could I speak to Joey, please? Hi, Joey? Yes, I had some questions for you.
Ah! Not bad, kid, not bad. If you got something to say, say it quick. Lady Pincushion here is starting to look a little hot under the collar.
How about...
You performed a little trick for me earlier. I'd like you to repeat it for me.
Trick?
Joey, do you see the pile of papers on the desk?
Yeah?
I need you to work your magic on them.
Sure, I can handle
This
that.
should work.
Thanks again, Kelly.
We can grab
Yeah,
this
sure.
Can I?
No. Joanne and I might not have been buddies, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some stranger paw through her stuff.
book. Aw, really?
Can I use your phone again?
Again?
It'll only take a second.
Fine, yeah, whatever. Just hurry up.
Hello, could I speak to Joey, please? Hi, Joey? Joey, could you do that little trick one more time?
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I feel like I
but,
should have grabbed this book.
okay.
when that happens.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Yeah, sure.
Nice one.
Yeah, okay, we snagged the notebook. Let's get out of here.
So, congratulations, kid. You committed your first burglary.
Is that what I just did?
For the greater good, kid. For the greater good.
That makes me feel so much better.
We got a notebook. Let's take a look at it.
Looks like standard poli-sci lecture notes. It looks like Joanne liked to doodle in class. The last set of notes in this notebook are pretty strange. I'd better take a closer look.
Okay, so Susan Alexander, I assume that's Davenport. Joanne and X-Man. And Allie didn't have anybody. She wants to date every boy. Can't hear the professor. I no longer care. He won't leave me alone. Can't concentrate. Allison is gone. He made her go. Susan is gone too. They won't let me see her. I am the only one left. Have to hold on. What do you want? What do you want? Sounds like she was even more haunted than I am.
Apparently, that's Joey.
Yeah, okay. Wrong click.
Joe. Shh.
Unless you want to explain that the wall is great conversation, I recommend we continue this in private.
Check our notes. Alexander and Davenport are probably the same person.
I think it's safe to say that these refer to the same person.
She didn't know who it was. Let's ask if the RA does, though.
Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, damn.
Did you ever meet Joanne's friend Susan?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
I'm afraid not. Who is Allie?
She's... Never mind, it's not important.
All right.
Nothing here.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Can we Google it, maybe?
And Alexander Davenport was listed as being on the hockey team at NYU. It doesn't say anything else about him, though.
Okay. Not very helpful, but...
Without a last name, the word Allie is pretty useless. It's too common a name. Psst, Joey!
Yeah?
See if he's gonna talk about it. Oh, hey.
Joey, you're in this photograph.
Oh, so I am. That was Jack and Maria's wedding.
My parents?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about this picture, Joey?
Oh, yeah. I remember this. This was taken about 40 years ago. Your grandma there insisted on it.
So that's my grandmother.
Yep,
And that's my dad? And Auntie Lauren?
in the flesh.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. She was a tough lady. Stubborn. Smoked like a chimney.
Anything else?
Later, kid, later. Let's get through this first.
We're getting information out of him.
What was my grandmother like?
Old Patty Cake was a real bundle of laughs.
Patty cake?
Yeah, your grandmother. Her name was Patricia, right? So you get Pat, Patty, Patty Cake.
You really called her patty cake?
Yeah, that really hacked her off. Come to think of it, just about everything I did hacked her off.
Like what?
Like... forget it. Ask me later.
Alright.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
So that's all been taken care of.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Found out about Alexander Davenport, but not much else.
Come in. Hello again, Rosa. Come in. Are you all right, Rosa? You look a little preoccupied.
I'm fine.
The dog does not like
That's
Joey.
odd. Moti never acts like that.
Oh, jeez. In case you haven't noticed, some animals can sense me. Are you getting a good look, Mutt? Boo!
Joey, don't scare the
What's
dog.
gotten into you, Moti? I'm sorry, he must be sick or something.
It's all right. Hey, boy. There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope. See ya. You said yesterday that you sense things.
Yes?
Could you tell me more about that?
Well, I'm not psychic or anything, if that's what you mean. I'm just observant. Anyone could tell something was wrong if they kept their eyes open. Speaking of which, care to tell me what's wrong?
What do you mean?
You look ill at ease, uncomfortable. The way your eyes keep moving back and forth.
Is everything all right?
Say you're fine, kid.
I'm fine.
Yep, everything's just dandy.
Just Andy.
And could you stop looking at me? I mean, I know it's hard.
I see. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Could I try feeding the dog?
Sure, here, take one. I have plenty. Go ahead and feed him. He's always hungry.
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Let's feed the dog.
Hey, boy. What do I do now?
Just say, go get it. He'll do the rest.
Go get it. See ya.
That's cool.
Let me guess, you're hungry again? Go get it.
I was hoping I could take him to the dog park. I feel like that'd be a good way to talk to the ghost, but I guess not.
So, dogs can see you, huh?
Dogs, cats, birds, any dumb animal.
So what does that make me?
I don't know. A gerbil? You kind of look like a gerbil.
Shut up.
Joe.
Shh. Let's not annoy the neighbors, dear.
No, I
Not
wanted
unless
to
we
go.
have to.
I want to go back here. Let's try the park. See if we can calm down the ghost.
I don't want to, but I guess we should talk to the ghost again.
Don't worry. I'll do the talking. Hey there. Remember me?
No. Maybe.
Young lady, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're dead.
It's so quiet.
Sweetheart, are you listening to me?
They all go away. The deacon made them go away.
Listen, you don't have to
What is the
worry about
deacon?
it anymore. Whatever it is, just let go.
He haunts my dreams. He gets into my head. He poisoned me. He's trying to kill me.
But you're... Oh, forget it. Do you know anyone named Alexander Davenport?
On a date with Alexander the Great. Was it an accident or was it just fate?
Can you tell me about your friend Susan?
Quiet Sue. Little Lady Lee. Always neat and always fair. Won't say much, but you'll know she's there.
Lady... Lee?
She had to go away. Stupid deacon. Sending away all my friends. Even the little ones.
Okay.
Can you tell me who the deacon is?
The deacon is the deacon. We called him and he came. He got into my head. He's scared. He's diseased. He's made me diseased too.
What do they, like,
Now
Ouija
everyone
board
goes away.
a ghost?
Is your name Allie?
Yes, that's me. Allie Montego, a story and song. She kisses the boys, but not for long.
Cute. Well, Allie Montego. At least we've confirmed who you are.
Yeah, all that's taken care of.
Do you know Kelly?
Kelly, crazy Kelly, made of ice jelly. We all drove her away. But that was okay. It wasn't the deacon's fault. It was hers.
Nobody likes Kelly.
Are you friends with a girl named Joanne?
Joanne? Joanne? Beware of Joanne when her plans unfurled, for she intends to take over the world. She had to go away. He drove her away. She didn't understand.
Look, just
I think
sit
that's
tight.
everything.
We'll
I
figure
can
this out,
But we've got a bunch of names.
and we'll be back.
Bunch of names.
That place is creepy.
What, you don't like dogs?
You know what I mean.
I can figure out where Susan is. Let's do some research. Deacon?
That's too common a word.
No.
Whoever the deacon is, I don't think I'll find him this way. Allie Montego. Let's see if I can find her. She apparently spent some time on a spiritual internet forum. She was looking for information about Ouija boards.
Oh,
Are
man.
Ouija boards dangerous? She asked.
So they did.
Can they call
Ouija the
anything
deacon
evil?
into being.
And if so, how do you get rid of it?
Oh, jeez. Another bunch of hacks messing with those stupid boards.
This has happened before?
A few times. Those things are nothing but trouble.
Let's ask about Susan.
Lee is a pretty common name, but it should narrow things down. I think I got her. Susan Lee, 18 years old, was admitted to Bellevue Hospital last week after an apparent suicide attempt.
Oh,
I think that's our girl.
so she's at the hospital. Hey, Joey.
Joey,
Yes, darling?
Let's ask him about,
can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
Your aunt was... She was tough. Always ready to pick a fight. Wouldn't take guff from nobody. We got on famously.
So you liked her?
Liked her? Hell. Sure, I liked her. She was the first person in 10 years who was willing to talk to me. She didn't scream or run away, and she certainly didn't swoon like some people.
Shut up.
She just looked right at me and said, "Oh, that was it. That was all I needed to hear."
So what happened after that?
What is this, an interrogation? Cut it with the questions, kid. You're bothering me. We'll talk about this later.
Aw.
Why did she hate you so much?
Because I ruined her perfect little life. She had the nice house, the supportive hubby, the 2 kids, and then I come along.
Yeah, you have a way of ruining peaceful lives. Anything else?
Nah, I'm done talking about her. Ask me again later.
Okay.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Lauren
You coming?
sounds way cooler
Yeah, sure.
than Rosangela, to be fair. Which is good, because, spoiler, second game you play as Lauren. It takes place in the 60s or 70s or whatever. Okay, let's go to the psychiatric hospital, look for Susan.
Man, I hate this place. I was stuck here for 25 years. Why'd you have to drag me back here, huh?
Is there some over here? There's this fuse box.
You need a key to open it. Is Susan Lee a patient here?
Susan? Yeah, we've got her. She came in about a week ago.
What's with the lights?
Hey, old buildings, you know? Always got problems. If the plumbing ain't broken, the lights are on the blink. It's giving me a headache, let me tell you.
See Susan
May I
Lee.
visit Susan Lee?
Sure, if you're on the approved guest list. What was your name again?
Rosangela Blackwell.
Sorry, you're not on the list. She'll be out in a week. You can visit her then.
Who do you
I'd
think
like
would be
to
on
see
the list?
Susan Lee, please.
I told you, you're not on the guest list.
Oh, well, that's because... I gave you the wrong name.
You did what?
Yeah, gave the wrong name. Sorry, it's a character in a play I'm in.
Ugh. That's the best you could come up with?
Really? Well, what is your name?
I assume Alexander Davenport would be allowed in.
I can't use that, that's a man's name.
What? I could just Alex. Just do Alex. How about...
My name is Joanne.
Sorry, there are no Joannes on the guest list.
I don't think they'd let dead people on the list, sweetheart. But good try.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
Shh! You want to start a riot? Keep your yap shut until we're alone.
Can I talk to Joey out here? I can go to this alcove.
I don't have anyone to call. I want to talk to you, Joey.
Yeah?
What was it like, staying here.
Like? I was on a different floor, but it's all the same. 25 friggin' years. Hovering over your aunt's shoulder, staring at the ceiling. You want to know how many cracks there were in that ceiling?
Not really.
54. Or maybe 55. I was never sure about that last one.
How well did you know Dr. Quentin?
That quack. He'd come into your aunt's room, poke her, prod her, try to get her to speak. He didn't know from nothing. I'd just as soon never see him again.
What was Auntie's condition like?
She was a rotting vegetable, sweetheart. They kept her so drugged up that she could hardly move. Which is probably for the best, come to think of it. Without the drugs, she wasn't pretty. But the doc told you all about that. You don't need to hear it again from me.
That's all for now.
Right.
Okay, so we can't bluff our way through. I was hoping we could get the radio.
I don't think so. I don't think I need any of these keys. Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box.
Well, a little stuck here because we need to go see Susan Lee and we can't do that. Let's think on this and save our game. And we'll be back next time where we figure out what we're supposed to do. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you again soon.